Let me ask you a question. A real one. A raw one. And I want you to answer it. Not to me, but to the silence in your room right now. How does it feel? How does it feel to look in the mirror and see a version of yourself you didn't sign up for? How does it feel to carry that quiet hum of disappointment, that whisper in the back of your mind that says, this isn't it. This can't be all there is. How does it feel to be buried under a mountain of somedays? Someday I'll get in shape. Someday I'll start that business. Someday I'll leave this job. Someday I'll be happy. Someday I'll be brave. I know how it feels. It feels like a knot in your stomach. It feels like a weight on your chest the moment you wake up. It feels like watching your own life through a window, like you're a spectator to your own dreams. You are so close to the person you know you could be. You can almost touch them, and yet there's this invisible, unbreakable wall between you and them. And the most painful part, you built that wall, brick by invisible brick, decision by silent decision. You are not alone in that feeling, but you are at a crossroads right now because you clicked on this, because a part of you, maybe a part you've been trying to silence, is screaming for a way out. That part of you is why I'm here. And for the next 20 minutes, I am speaking directly to that part. I am speaking to the you that is tired of being a hostage to your own life. So why do we stay here? Why do we choose the familiar ache over the unfamiliar victory? Why do most people live their entire lives in the waiting room, never hearing their name called? It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you don't have dreams. And it's certainly not because you don't know what to do. In this age of information, you know what to do. You have 1,000 videos, 100 books, all the steps. The problem is never information. The problem is transformation. You are stuck because you are in a war, a silent, civil war raging inside your own skull. And on one side of that war is your desire, your ambition, that blazing vision of a life on fire. And on the other side is your identity, the story you have told yourself about who you are. I'm not a disciplined person. I'm not lucky. I'm not a risk taker. I don't have what it takes. This is just how I am. That story is a prison, and you have been its loyal guard. Every time you hit the snooze button, you're reporting for duty to guard that prison. Every time you choose distraction over action, you are reinforcing the bars. Every time you get a glimpse of what's possible and then shrink back, you are sentencing yourself to another day in a cell of your own making. You feel unmotivated because you've been negotiating with a version of yourself that doesn't want change. You've been asking a prisoner to plan the jailbreak. The part of you that is comfortable, scared, and seeking safety will always vote for the known misery over the unknown magic. Always. And so you wait for a feeling called motivation to rescue you. You wait for a bolt of lightning from the sky to strike you and suddenly make you someone else. But that lightning never comes. And so you stay. You stay in the job that drains your soul. You stay in the relationships that shrink your spirit. You stay in the body that feels like a stranger. You stay small to make everyone else feel comfortable. You trade your destiny for their approval. The pain of staying the same has not yet exceeded the fear of becoming different. That is the equation. That is the entire battle. Your tolerance for mediocrity is too high. UVA made a comfortable home in the gap between where you are and where you want to be. And that gap, that comfortable, miserable gap, is where dreams go to die. So let's break the script. Let's shatter the mirror you've been staring into. Here is the raw, unfiltered truth they don't tell you. Your life is not shaped by your conditions. Your life is not shaped by your past. Your life is not even shaped primarily by your actions. Your life is shaped by your decisions. And those decisions are dictated by one thing, and one thing only: your identity, who you believe you are at the deepest, most unconscious level. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. And you do not act outside of your identity. Let me say that again. You cannot consistently act in a way that is in direct conflict with who you believe yourself to be. If you believe you are someone who is always late, you will find a way to be late. If you believe you are bad with money, you will sabotage your finances. If you believe you are not an athlete, you will quit the moment it gets hard. The change you seek, the monumental, life-altering change, does not start with doing. It starts with being. Before you run the marathon, you must become a runner. Before you build the empire, you must become a founder. Before you have the loving relationship, you must become a loving person. You must decide, today, right now, who you are. And then you must have the ruthless discipline to defend that new identity with every single choice you make. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is love. It is the highest form of self-respect. It is you telling your old story. No more. The person I was does not live here anymore. When you choose the salad, not because you on a diet, but because you are someone who respects your body, that is identity. When you write that first page, not because you have to, but because you are a writer, that is identity. When you make that scary sales call, not because you're trying to make a sale, but because you are someone who provides immense value, that is identity. This is the shift. This is the moment the prison door swings open. You stop asking, what should I do? And you start declaring, who am I? And then you act from that declaration. Every single time. Even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. Because those hard moments are the forge where your new self is welded together. You are not gaining discipline. You are becoming disciplined. You are not finding confidence. You are being courageous until courage is who you are. I need you to understand the power you are sitting on. I need you to feel it in your bones. You have been given a will, a spirit, a mind that is capable of reshaping reality itself. But you have been whispering in a hurricane when you were born to ROAR. Look at your hands. These are not the hands of a victim. These are the hands of a creator. You built your current life with these hands, and with these same hands, you will tear it down and build a masterpiece. The same energy you use to worry, to doubt, to complain, that is pure, creative energy. You are just pointing it in the wrong direction. You are using a flamethrower to light a candle when you could be melting steel, forging a new path. Take responsibility, not as a burden, but as the ultimate power. The moment you say, my life is my creation, my choices got me here, and my new choices will get me out, is the moment you become unstoppable. No more blaming the economy, your parents, your boss, your genes. That is the language of the powerless. And you are not powerless. You are a force of nature waiting to be unleashed. That frustration you feel, that is your power, misdirected. That anger at your own stagnation, that is your fuel. That deep, unignorable longing for more, that is not a curse. That is your soul's GPS. It is calling you home to your true potential. Stop trying to silence it. Start following it. You have to want it more than you want to breathe. You have to want that change, that vision, that freedom, with a ferocity that scares you, because it will have to scare away every ghost of your old self. You must fall in love with the process of becoming. You must fall in love with the grind, with the early mornings, with the sweat, with the failures that teach you, with the silence where you plan your victory. This is not a one-time event. This is a love affair with your own evolution. So what do you do now, today? First, define your new identity. Get brutally clear. Who is the person that has the life you want? Not what do they have, but who are they? Write it down. I am a person of relentless integrity. I am a visionary. I am strong and disciplined. I am I am a beacon of positivity. Write your new story. Second, make one decision that embodies that identity. Just one. Before this day ends, if your new identity is healthy and vibrant, the decision is not, go on a diet. The decision is, tonight, I will drink water instead of soda, because that is what a healthy person does. One decision, one action that proves your new story to yourself. Third, build your daily ritual. Your life is a mosaic of your daily rituals. What 3 things, if you did them every single day without fail, would fundamentally change your trajectory? It could be 20 minutes of learning your craft. It could be a morning movement routine. It could be writing 3 things you're grateful for. Not goals. Rituals. Actions you control. Protect that ritual like it is the most important meeting of your day, because it is. It is a meeting with the future you. Fourth, embrace the 2-minute rule. When the resistance comes, when the old story screams to hit snooze, to scroll, to quit, make a deal, do it for just 2 minutes. Start the workout for 2 minutes. Write for 2 minutes. Read for 2 minutes. You will almost always keep going, but even if you don't, you have done the most important thing. You have broken the spell of inertia. You have voted for your new self. Fifth, review and refuel weekly. 1 night a week. Look at your decisions. Do they align with your new identity? Celebrate the wins, no matter how small. Look at the missteps, not as failures, but as data. Then refuel. Reread your vision. Reconnect to your why. See the person you're becoming so clearly you can feel their heartbeat in your chest. Now, I want you to see it. Close your eyes for a moment if you need to. See the version of you that is on the other side of this decision. See them standing tall, radiant, powerful, at peace. Look at their eyes. They are fearless. They are free. They built a life that is a perfect expression of their soul. They look back at you right now, through time, and they are smiling. They are saying, keep going. I am here. I am waiting for you. All you have to do is decide to become me. Choose me. Choose us. The path is hard, but I promise you, I swear to you, it is worth every single step. Do not betray them. Do not make that majestic, powerful, free version of you wait another day. They have been waiting long enough. The world needs that version of you, not the comfortable, quiet, settling version. The world needs your contribution, your voice, your fire, your story of transformation. This is not just about you. This is about everyone your life will touch when you are operating at your highest capacity. Your rise lifts everyone around you. So here's your call to action. It is simple, but it is not easy. When this video ends, do not let it be entertainment. Let it be the catalyst. Let this be the line in the sand of your life. Before you do anything else, you will take out a piece of paper or open a note on your phone, and you will complete this sentence. Starting today, I am the kind of person who... And you will finish it with your new truth. And then you will make that one decision, that first brick in the foundation of your new life. You are not most people. Most people will watch this and feel a temporary spark, and then go back to sleep. But you are different. You felt this in your core. You heard the call. This is your moment. This is your signal. The life you want is not a fantasy. It is a future reality waiting for one thing. For the present day you to become the person who can live it. It's time to rise. Not tomorrow. Not on Monday. Rise today.